when they told me Choi, I thought it was the actual Choi. I thought the other guy. I was like, damn, you guys okay? Let's do it. So I really didn't care. I was like, let's do it.
All right, UFC featherweight prospect Youssef Zalal, thank you so much for coming on today. You have a fight coming up on October 10th on UFC Fight Island against a Korean, Choi. Man, how you doing, man? How's life for you right now?
Pretty good, man. Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, man, life is going good, man. I can't complain. I'm blessed enough to, like you said, to even have a fight in Abu Dhabi, not just in the United States. So that's pretty cool to kind of just say, you know, and really, I can't wait to experience it.
All right, now I got a bunch of questions for you from members of the Korean media and fans, UFC fans in Korea. So let's get it started, man. Now, first of all, is this your first interview with Korean media ever in your career?
I think so. Yeah, I don't think I ever had any other interview. I don't think. Yeah.
All right. Do you know anything about Korea? Have you ever been exposed to Korean culture?
So it's actually pretty cool. Me and my wife are signed for this. It's a box called Snack Crate. And we get like a bunch of snacks from each country each month. Every month we get something new, and then one of them was Korea, and I was like, okay, like they got some snacks, they got some good snacks, and it was like some weird snacks. You know, you're like, oh wow, you haven't seen before. You're like, oh my god, but it's pretty cool to kind of experience all the snacks and kind of I didn't even read the name. I always just tasted them and kind of just go from there. And you know, you can tell them like, okay, this is great, this is good, this is my favorite. So that's pretty much it.
Do you remember what the package looked like or what the taste of it was? Because I think the Korean fans would want to figure it out.
Oh, God. Tell him I get hit in the head.
All right. No.
Korean barbecue, though, yeah, you can't mess with that. You get to grill your own barbecue. That was one of the best experiences, I'll tell you that. That was pretty dope.
Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of the fans over here, they would love to take you out if you ever visited.
Oh man, I would love to, man. It would be dope. Like to really just go and enjoy the culture and to see the culture. That would be awesome.
No doubt. Now, do you know Gangnam Style? Have you ever danced to that song?
I think it came out when I was in high school, which is in 2014. But it wasn't that long ago. But yeah, I was like so famous and like all doing all that stuff back then, but yeah, I never danced to it, but I've seen a lot of guys and a lot of people dance to it for sure.
All right. Now, with your opponent coming up, Choi, were you aware of him before you were matched up with him?
No. So they called me. I don't think I ever seen him fight. To be honest, when they told me Choi, I thought it was the actual Choi. I thought the other guy that what was his name?
Superboy.
Yeah, I was like, damn, you guys really just want me to like, okay, let's do it. So I really didn't care. I was like, let's do it. And then all of a sudden he was like, no, it's Song Won Choi. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, you got me all here. I was like, well, am I fighting the ranked guy or what's the deal out here? And yeah, it was just pretty cool. Obviously I watched him right after that, but yeah, I didn't even really watch that much. Like I was between featherweight and bantamweight, so I was a lot of fights to study. So I was kind of just going with the fights they had every week and stuff like that.
Now, what is your breakdown of Choi? What do you see as his strengths and weaknesses?
Man, he's an amazing kickboxer. You know, that's he brings some hands, as they say, hands and kicks. So it's gonna be very exciting for me to really see that and experience that at the highest level. So I'm pretty excited. I know he brings a lot of heat. So we're ready to have some fun.
Looking at your record, you seem to be more of a submission grappler with the finishes that you have compared to being a striker. What is your specialty? What are you most confident in?
Oh man, anything. If I get my hands locked in, dark scissors or anything, yeah, you got some problems. But man, I was like, that's the thing. Like I was like, oh, I'm not just a grappler. I want to show these guys like I come background kickboxing, so and I feel like Choi is gonna make me do that and really make me show not just to the fans, to anybody that like that I can strike too, and I feel like that's the fight that everybody wants to watch. You know, you're like you got two kids just banging at it, so it's gonna be fun.
All three wins in the UFC have been unanimous decisions. Are you hiding KO power that you haven't shown us yet?
I hope not. I mean, I'm trying to go for the finish. You know, I was like, no, man, it's you know, it's a lot crazier matchups and stuff like that. But man, it is what it is. You know, I started an amateur. I was like, maybe didn't finish fight and this and that, and all of a sudden I'm finishing all these fights and even the high level guys. So for me, it's like it's just time, man. It's all experience. I'm just glad and blessed enough to really just spent like half hour plus almost to an hour just in the UFC case so far. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I can't wait to use that as an advantage for me to go to any fight.
This is going to be your fourth fight for the UFC this year. Is there any secret to fighting so often?
I mean, one, I'm young, so I mean, I feel like that helps. But I mean, just being in the gym and just staying ready, not to camp. To be honest, that it's all about the mentality that you and your team have. So that's where I feel like it's been working for us, and it's been going great, man.
You have a lot of training partners out there that are in the UFC. Do you think that also helps having guys at that level training with you day in and day out?
Oh man, oh god, it's amazing to get to experience all these guys. I was like, oh my god, like I'm training with the number 10 in the world flyweights. Like he's about to fight this weekend. Actually, we have guys in the contender series that got into the UFC and stuff like that, man. Even the amateurs and the pros that we have, it's crazy to get to experience all different styles and what everybody's good at and stuff like that. So when you go on a fight, it makes it a lot easier. I'll tell you that.
What kind of pace are you expecting in your upcoming fight against Choi?
I mean, it's a fight, you know, and if you guys watch me a lot, it's like I'll bring pace. I told them before, I was like, you better grab your lungs with me. I'll tell you that. It's not gonna be no easy fight.
Now, according to your Wikipedia, you grew up fighting other kids on the streets of Morocco. Your mother put you in kickboxing at the age of 10 to help control your anger. Then you moved to the United States when you were 15. Can you give us a better explanation of your childhood in Morocco?
I think they messed that up a little bit. I moved in when I was 12 years old. I moved into America 12 years old. And then, So in Morocco, I always hang out with my cousins, and they start fights, but I'm the one who's fighting. They're not fighting. And I usually get my ass beat. Like I was like so bad. Like it was bad. Like, and I felt like every time I was just getting bullied and all this stuff. So my mom was like, she's seen it's like it's not right hanging out with all these guys and doing drugs and all this stuff. So she was like, you know what? I'm putting my kid in kickboxing in Morocco. And so like I come from home. I'm just got done school and I'm going straight to kickboxing, you know, and I'm like, oh god, here we go, you know. It was like 10. I get back at 10 p.m. In Morocco, and then all of a sudden I started doing it. I was really just fell in love with it and had my first fight when I was 10 years old. I had my first official, as they say, official kickboxing fight when I was 10 years old, and then I had another one after that, and then came to the United States when I was 12. And pretty much from there, I didn't start MMA until I was like 16, 17. But I didn't actually have my fight until I was 18 years old.
Wow. Now, when you moved to the United States at the age of 12, was there a lot of difficulty adjusting to the American culture?
Oh, yeah, man, definitely. When I landed here, I saw snow for the first time in my life. So that was like mind blowing for me. I touched the snow, got the snow. I was like, what the hell is this? What's going on with this? I started eating it and stuff like that. People actually looked at me all weird. But yeah, and then I went to school. Like you see the cafeterias and everything was completely different, man. And you were like, oh my god, wow, like this is crazy. But it's pretty cool to, like, it took me some time, you know, it took me like a year or so just to kind of get used to the culture and to the people and all that stuff. Especially the school that I went to. The school I went to, they had every culture in the world you could think of, you know. So I was like, it was crazy, but yeah, it definitely took some time.
To what extent do you think MMA has helped you in your life and just establishing a life in America?
Man, it showed it, like, it really showed me what can you do with opportunities, you know. And that's the biggest thing I learned, you know. You can, not just MMA, you know, in general, like your work, your everything. And it's actually, my team just sent us a video about, like, oh, everybody can work hard, you know, and all that stuff, but it's that competitive, it's that next step, you know, that everybody needs, and kind of like that. And I feel like I've been blessed enough to kind of hang out with the right friends and really do all that stuff. In high school, I was not hanging out with the right friends, you know. And like, oh, you go to school, you're in America, you'll be fine, you know. You can work a regular job and you'll be fine. Yeah, you're doing way better what you were doing in Morocco. But for me, like, I didn't learn that until I got out of high school and really started to see my teammates and really hang out with my teammates and seeing their work and seeing how they do everything. That's what really changed my life and showed me what can you do with an opportunity.
How popular is MMA in Morocco?
No, not popular at all. It was like, when I was going there, it was like, I think MMA literally just started like last year maybe, but it's not that popular at all. It's kickboxing and soccer and stuff like that. It is, but not MMA.
So you would probably not know how popular you are in your country.
Uh, we'll see when I go back, and we'll see. I got a lot of followers, but we'll see.
All right. Now, one of the most famous fighters out of Morocco, or who is Moroccan descent, is Badr. One of the fans want to know: do you know him personally?
No, I'm hoping I meet him personally, man. That's where my name came from. Is Badr. It's so when I had my first kickboxing fight in the United States. I started fighting. My coach started calling me the Moroccan Devil because I loved watching Badr and I always wanted to watch him. And I'm like, man, I just want to be that guy. Like, I want to be there, you know. And I was like, all of a sudden, I had my first fight, and then my second fight, on the way back after we won, my coach started calling me the Moroccan Devil, and we loved it. And he saw my smile and all that, so he started calling me from there, and then we just stuck with it, you know.
Now, some matchups the fans want to pick your brain about are the first one is, of course, the Korean Zombie versus Brian Ortega. What do you think? What are you expecting out of that fight?
Man, I don't know. I feel like Korean Zombie is like, they underestimate him. You know, he comes in out of nowhere and really just shocks people. You're like, oh my god! And he trying to go for the kill every time too. He's not playing around. So I feel like he might shock a lot of people. You know, they got Ortega coming up. He's the upcoming guy and all that, but he might shock a lot of people.
What is your breakdown of the fight between Zabit and Yair?
Oh man, I think Zabit is a different animal, man. I was like, that guy is so technical and so focused on just being just nice and smooth. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think Yair can bring anything to the table that Zabit hasn't seen, to be honest.
Now, besides yourself, the Zombie, Ortega, Zabit, Yair, who are the top threats coming up in the division to the crown, to Alex Volkanovski?
Oh God. That, I mean, besides Max Holloway, I don't really see a big threat, to be honest.
All right. Now, what do you think Korean fans should pay most attention to in this fight coming up?
It's just amazing how make like really that kickboxing style and the like energy that the two fighters can really bring. So I feel like that's gonna be the main thing for both of us.
What is your message to Korean fans?
Stay tuned, guys. I love you guys. I want. I'm like, I love you guys. It's gonna be fun. Listen, tune in. 사랑해요, 은기요.